Everybody, once again, I hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're talking about Tarkov once again, and we're going to talk to you about why Interchange is the best early wipe map. You're like, Interchange? Really? There's not really any early game quest on Interchange. And I'm going to be like, okay, you got me there. You win there. You beat me. You're smarter than me. Yada, 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 whatever. Okay. In the whole big scheme of things, there's a lot of weapons, items that are very expensive and needed for the hideout early wipe. So if you can get to level 10 and then run Interchange or stockpile a bunch of them on Interchange, you're going to be golden. You're going to have enough money for the rest of your wipe. Willers is going to be jealous. You're going to have 100 million in the first 5 days or whatever. Okay, maybe not exactly true. I'm going to tell you why. Like, for the most part, you should be running Interchange very early wipe. For the purpose of this, I'm just going to be running around in offline mode on Interchange, and just talking about some of the spawns and things. However, Interchange early wipe isn't really a map that I've seen a lot of people on. Now, in your experience, it could be different. But in mine, I ran into 2 or 3 PMCs, no one's super geared or whatever, running the same things I am. So if that's the case, just win your ones, okay? Just win your gunfights. So that being said, there's not a lot of PMCs there because, you know, everyone's running customs and woods to unlock Jaeger and get their scab kills and start working on their proper quest line, whatever. So you're not going to see a lot of people running Interchange until they get to about level 15 when the first Interchange type quest comes around with Ragman. As in the go to avocado, yada yada yada, and then kill the 15 scabs or 25 scabs or whatever, which unlock at 15 and level 20 respectively. However, if your first few raids are on Interchange, you're gonna find a lot of those found in raid hideout quest items that you're gonna need. Ollie and Idea are great places for these, and the tech stores, because the PCUs, which even 21 days after the wipe are still selling for like 100k. So that's 25k a slot, and they were selling at 180k super early on, which would be 50k a slot, which would be very good for anyone to have. Caps are still selling for 20k. Those are a very common item on these shelves. Well, obviously when I need them to spawn, they're not here. Of course, Tetrises, you know, Tetrises are great. They're Bitcoins. Bitcoins are high level. If you happen to find a graphics card, you can sell those for a lot. Drills were about 50k. Blue tape was 50k. Bolts are still 50k. There's plenty of toolboxes around Interchange for you to find bolts. Screws early on were like 30 to 40k, and now are still at 20k. So like plenty of easy one slot items to pick up that go for a lot. Like me right now, these light bulbs early on are going for 50k. Now they're at like 16k. The CPU fans are still going for like 29k. I don't know how much the CPUs ever went for. I don't know if they're needed too much, but anything that's Bitcoin farm related, like generator related, car batteries go for 300k. Just in going into tech light early wipe, we can just go through the math. We have 160k in my pockets right here. If I do this is 160k early wipe, even without the Tetris. 4 items, you made a ton of money. Now we're at 200k. We have 5 items without the Tetris. Like, just think about that. Think how much money. That's a full kit early wipe. So if you just hoard some of these items, run around Interchange early wipe, go around, even hitting the stashes. Some of the best stuff I find in the wipe is in the stashes. So like, hit your stashes, learn your stashes. Corrugated hoses, and this another item. I think they're dropping around 60k, but I used to craft them like 24/7 last wipe because they were selling for 100k very early on. You can find them on these shelves. Learn some of these spawns. I think that's one right there. Yeah, well, that's no, that's a hose. Oh yeah, that's 100k right there, 2 slots. So just drop your docs case because you're an offline raid, and then you just made 100k. Okay, and if you die and some of this stuff's in your butt, you're golden still, because you know you can still use it to craft your own hideout. So now, say I can take this, we're at 300k for 1 2 3 4 5 items, 6 items, 7 items, and 11 slots. Bring a Burkett, you're making an easy mill in here. Motors, I believe we're going for about 100k. They're always a good thing to pick up because they go for 50k. They're good item slots to have. So just think about that next wipe, next time it comes around. Maybe not rush the hideout, because maybe waiting the 3 weeks it takes to go buy the items off the market that you need that's I'm sorry, I'm lost for words here. It's that much more cheaper to buy the items, and it's offset by the amount of money that you make in the first few days if you were to sell all of the blue tape or whatever you found. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how much you play and how many items you get too, because if you're not going to play a ton early wipe, you're not going to get all of the benefits of selling all of these found in raid items early. However, if you find a ton of these raid items early and you sell them all for like 50 million, you're going to make more money than it were if you were to speed through your hideout and you get to level 50 or whatever, or level 40, and you get your Bitcoin farm up in 10 days, and now you're making consistently $1 million a day. But would you have made more if you were to wait the 3 weeks and then sell all of your stuff, have 50 million in your like stash, and then be able to buy the entirety of your hideout for like 20 million? I don't know. There's a number out there where you're gonna play enough where the offset of selling the items is gonna be worth more than if you were to just speed through the hideout. So just keep that in mind. I think just walking through and adding up in the head of all the items that I found, that I probably skipped like 1.5 million, and I would have just needed a Burkett. If you have EOD, you start out with a tri-zip, and if you have a team of 3, you'll probably be able to breeze through Interchange early. So easily you could make $1 million, $2 million a raid. So just keep that in mind when you're starting out next wipe, or even you still take advantage of it, not even the first day, but the first few days, even like up to the 3 weeks after wipe. Some of these items are still going for a lot. I mean, like these hoses, these are still going for 60. I skipped 2 of them. The CPU fans are still going for 30. The caps are still going for 20. The light bulbs are still going for 20. The tape ranges from 10 to 20. The tubes are at 20. I can't tell you what a CPU is. So even 3 weeks in, I still, with just what I have here, is 300k instead of like the 500 to 600 it was early. So that's still a pretty decent chunk of change. Don't sleep on Interchange. I understand the mall's kind of dark and it might take some time to get used to it, but I believe if you were to actually take the time and commit to learning it, it'll benefit you more in the whole giant long scheme of Tarkov, as I'm sure there's many more wipes in our future. Just some of my ideas, some of my thoughts that I wanted to express. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any other topics you want me to discuss or give my opinions on, we can talk about it in the comments below. Make sure you let me know what you want to hear, and if you need any more deep dive guides or ideas that you want more information on, please let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to cover it in the future. But until next time, I hope you have a great day.